The Beanpot posted this last month. Thank you very much, Beanpot. It is Become a Secret for Me to Keep by Grace VanderWaal. Evidently, it's an abbreviated song that she wrote and recorded in October 5 months ago. And before I get into it and do a reaction, I just want to talk about the lyrics which Beanpot put up on his YouTube site because they are sublime. It reminds me yet again of Grace VanderWaal being the Emily Dickenson of our modern times. She imparts emotion and information and yet still remains a bit cryptic and mysterious, and it allows us to impart our own thoughts and feelings onto at least part of the song. So I just want to go over these lyrics real quick and make a few comments because it's just 3 short stanzas. Okay, become a secret for me to keep. You've become my secret for me to keep. That by itself, I've never heard. Several of these sentences in this have never been uttered by a singer as far as I know, because Grace has a unique way of working with the English language to impart feelings, emotions, and thoughts. You've become my secret for me to keep. So I've got to keep a secret now, but it's for me to keep. About what? A blanket I carry everywhere with me. I mean, like Linus, you know? I mean, is it a security blanket? Who knows? It's woven from my selective memory. I mean, has that phrase even been used before? Have people used selective memory in a song? Maybe. But did they do it in a perfect rhyme scheme the way Grace does? Because it doesn't seem contrived like most singers. It's perfect, but it's woven. The blanket is woven from my selective memory of you. It's the only good I can seem to see. So the blanket is a reminder of the only good that she can seem to see about what? The relationship, about the person? Who knows? You don't know how I'm made of you. You don't know how I'm made of you. Says it twice. She's got to drive home the point. And the person doesn't understand her. And is it getting across the fact that when we fall in love, we end up becoming almost one? Siamese twins in a way? And is the blanket part of the being made? Who knows? It's Grace VanderWaal. It's gorgeous. Sewn in my skin, I'll bear it through. So the blanket is sewn into her skin. It's woven, sewn into her skin, and she'll bear it through. What's there to bear? Are there bad memories? Are they good memories? And I do. Oh, I do. So whether she wants to bear it through. Everyone everywhere just seems to be. Now I love how she puts that. That's another, I've never heard that said before. Everyone everywhere just seems to be. I've heard people say everyone just seems to be, but Grace drives it home with everyone everywhere just seems to be. At a different eye line apart from me. Never heard that before. At a different eye line? Never, I mean, that's never been said. It's so perfect. It's like it's like people can't see you, metaphorically, because you're always at a different eye line. You're not looking at each other, into each other. And the way she gives the double meaning to it, or adds meaning to it, apart from me. Everyone at a different eye line, apart from me. So driving home the extra information just gives it this sense of vast loneliness and apartness. It's brilliant. But I remember how you used to see. I remember how you used to see. What, me? I think the thing I wanted to get across in reading through this poetry by Grace is that she's the most sublimely introspective singer, writer, lyricist that I've ever come across. She's poignant all the time, and she's quite comfortable digging into the loneliness and alienation of life. And how relationships can't solve that. I think, in a sense, I think that's what Grace is always getting across. Yes, it is always about happiness, and it does end in happiness. But first, you go through the alienation and the separation. And sometimes the tragedy, the loneliness. And this viscerally, directly, and cryptically gets that across. She's brilliant. She is. All right, so now let's listen to how she sings this.
You've become a secret for me to keep.
So sensitive.
A blanket I carry everywhere with me.
So vulnerable. I love the piano.
It's woven from my selective memory. It's only the good that I can't seem to see. You don't know how I'm made of you. You don't know how I'm made of you.
That break.
Sewn in my skin, I'll bear it through. And I do, oh I do.
Wow.
And everyone everywhere just seems to be a different island apart from me. I remember how you used to see.
Is she doing that? Okay, so she does a couple of renditions of other people's stuff on there as well. I didn't know that cantata was going to be, was that part of the song? I guess it was, because it was mellifluous, so I believe it was. And did she create that herself? That was great. I mean, is this girl becoming a pianist? What? It's too much. Wow. The song itself is just simply sublime. Her vulnerability is just off the charts. The lyrics are pretty edgy. So in a way, you come into it thinking this could be edgy, but that's not how she interprets her own thoughts. It's vulnerable. The alienation and keeping the secret with her. And she does this so often in her music. She's got edgy lyrics. But her vulnerability and emotional softness comes through, because nobody's as emotionally soft as Grace. And yet nobody is as deeply introspective as her. That seeming dichotomy sits so well with her soul. And that's why she's brilliant. That's why she's the best ever. Just is what it is. Last month I was talking with some friends. They said, "All right, Dax, who's the greatest of all time?" I go, "Grace VanderWaal." And they started laughing. I mean, they weren't trying to be mean or anything. It just surprised them. They thought I was going to say Pink Floyd or Beethoven or whatever, and obviously those two are way up there. But Grace is about life, relationships, introspection. alienation that's topped off with optimism. She does it in this song. Yeah, she's the one and only. All right, y'all, let me know what you think. I'll catch you soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye now.